What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Weyerbacher Brewing Company, and they are out of Easton, Pennsylvania, and this is their Tiny. So this is a Belgian-style Imperial Stout that comes in 11.8% alcohol by volume, 36 IBUs at the time of review, and this bottle is just under 7 months old. So recently, say about in the past 2 to 3 months, Weyerbacher has finally started showing up here in the West New York area, more specifically the Buffalo, New York area. And I picked up 4 different offerings from them. Their Merry Monks, their Quad, this, and their Blithering Idiot. I've already reviewed the Merry Monks and the Quad. I still have the Blithering Idiot. So today I thought I would review their Tiny. So you don't see a lot of Belgian style Imperial Stouts or Belgian Imperial Stouts here in the US all that much. But full disclosure, I've had this one once before back about 10 years ago. It was definitely in the mid 2010s, 2014, 2015. So we'll say like 9, 10 years ago. And I remember enjoying it. I really did. The Belgian yeast really blended well with the Imperial Stout characteristics. And yeah, I hope it's just as good as I remember. And this is one of the first, or I should say one of the only bottles from Weyerbacher that actually has a packaged on date. This was packaged on April 3rd of 2024. And yeah, we're just under 7 months old. So hopefully it's held up well. And shout out to a viewer of the channel, Blinkers88, who mentioned this is one of his favorite beers from Weyerbacher. He loves it. And he's like, I hope you enjoy it as well. And I do hope I enjoy it. Like I said, I remember digging this one when I first had it and the only time I had it. So that's why I grabbed it, because I was like, hey, let's get it done. So we're going to give it a pour here and see what we got going on using the Belgian tulip, because why not? Why not? Try to pour most of it in. We'll save a little bit at the end. Oh, a little bit of sheet. That's nice. All right, so in the tulip, what do we got? Well, we got some alcohol legs, aka sheets, because they are looking crazy. This is basically pitch black, just under a finger of a straight up brown colored head, very creamy looking, just looked really nice in the glass. Hold it up to the light. Yeah, there's no light getting through. Very bottom, there's like a ruby red tinge, but outside it's just pitch black for days. So let me see if I can swirl up a better head here. It is almost 12%, so you got to keep that in mind, that the head retention and the head as a whole is probably not going to be great, but I still think that looks really nice. Yeah, so let's get a nose. See, Belgian style Imperial Stouts kind of fuck with my mind. It's roasty, it's toasty, it's chocolate, it's a little bit of coffee, has like molasses and stuff like that, but then the dark fruit character, which I typically can get and usually get in an Imperial Stout, is amplified by the Belgian yeast strain. Yeah, it's like figs and dates and plums, sugar plums, dark cherry. Oh man, it smells, it's 12%, it smells sweet. Even though you can't smell sweetness, it smells like it's going to be quite sweet. Yeah, molasses, caramel, brown sugar. This has a big, rich, malty component to it. Not much of a bittering aspect to the nose, or what you think is going to be bittering, or kind of any like a earthiness or anything like that. This just smells like straight on confectionery goodness from a beer that is just the core 4 ingredients. I don't think they're even using like a Belgian candy sugar or anything like this. It's just Imperial Stout with a Belgian yeast strain. And it's very, again, it's very decadent in the nose. Almost, to me, smells like almost like a Black Forest cake. Holy shit, this, okay, I'll be honest with you, this smells way better than I remember. Holy fuck, this smells good. Who was it? Adam, Mercy Beers. He commented, he said, when Joe gets excited about a beer, the swearing goes up a level. And I just start, throwing out the F-bomb and all kinds of stuff. And he's right. I don't know what it is, but I swear on my channel, it is what it is. I've had a couple of comments over the years where people are like, I think it makes you sound stupid when you swear. And I've always thought that, swearing was a sign of intelligence, not for this guy. But I don't know what it is. Like, what's wrong with fucking saying fuck? I fucking saying, like, or saying holy shit, this is whatever, it's just words. In this aspect, it's just words. Saying holy shit or fuck in the grand scheme of things, whatever. But anyway, yeah, no, when I smell something like this or I taste something like this and it's that good, yeah, sometimes you gotta let the swear words go. Anyway, this smells awesome. Way better than I remember it. Not a hint of the almost 12%. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. What? Why is this so good? Why is this so good? Holy crap. We'll say holy crap instead. Wow. This is great. What? I don't remember being anything near this. And more often than not, when like a brewery like this, which has been like bankrupt or bought a couple times or whatever the case may be, they bring back and people are like, oh, it's not as good as it used to be. From what my experience is, way better than it used to be. All right, one negative. The body's a bit thin. Shout out to Paul over at PA Brew News. Paul, when's the last time you had Tiny? Has it been recently? Because, I watch your reviews most of the time, and I don't remember you reviewing Tiny recently. Pick it up if you see it. I'd like to see your take on this nowadays. Anyway, it's a bit thin. This is like higher side of medium, lower side of full. It's almost 12%. That's definitely thin. It's just a touch thin. It's a bit thin. It's not crazy thin, but I would like a little bit more of a richness, thick viscosity, that kind of mimics what a 12% Imperial Stout should be. Mouthfeel is really nice. Mild to moderately bitter, more approaching moderate, but smooth and creamy, really beautiful. I'm going to pour the rest of the goodies in here because I kind of already know what this tastes like. I don't think there's any shit in the bottom like a lot of Belgian beers can be, because the Belgian Imperial Stout, it's not like a Belgian Vit beer or something like that, or, is this bottle conditioned? I have no idea. Probably not. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, body, bit thin. Mouthfeel, spectacular. So the mouthfeel makes up for the lack of a body. The taste, however, is fucking divine. Forefront is roasty, toasty, malt character, but it's a deeper, darker kind of chocolate vibe. So it's like a roasty, dark chocolate, like a 40-50% cacao bar, but roasty. It's a little bit of a coffee in there. But then waves of confectionery, kind of caramelized sugars, caramel toffee. There's some molasses in there. Dare I say blackstrap molasses. Then the dark fruits hit. And to me, it's sugar. I would say it's plums, it's sugar plums, it's dates, it's raisins, it's figs. It's anything you want to say dark fruit wise. Like, it's definitely here. It has like almost a chocolate or like a caramel covered kind of like dark fruit vibe to it. Almost like a raisinette or something, like in that, but not like straight on raisinettes. Like, replace the raisins specifically with like dates or figs or plums, and then maybe, combine the caramel with like a chocolate. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. First half of the palate, very sweet. Second half of the palate, what's beautiful about this one, has a nice mild to moderate, semi to full-on dry kind of feeling on the finish. It's mildly bitter, maybe a touch over, maybe mild to moderately bitter. But man, this is rich and decadent, and it's sweet, but it's not cloying. It's one of those beers where like this is the definition of a sipping beer, of a beer you kind of want to sit down for an hour, drink slowly, contemplate every sip, figure out what you're tasting as. Like, this would be the ideal beer to drink ice cold out of the fridge and let it warm up over a nice 45 minutes to an hour range and see how it goes from ice cold to room temp. That would be this beer. Obviously, I don't do that with my reviews. This was straight out of my dark beer fridge at 54 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's probably 55 to like 58 now. It's in a beautiful drinking temperature right now. It's just like right in the middle of what I would expect to be like prime drinking temperature. But even though I say that, like, you want to sit here and contemplate this and sip on it in a sipper, I could fucking drink the rest of this in 5-10 minutes. Why? Slight warming in my chest. It's 12% ABV. Like, it's literally 11.8%, so almost 12%. And I could, if I did this blind, there's no way I'd say this is over 10%. This hides the alcohol extremely well. The Belgian influence is really in the dark fruits, I feel. There is a little bit of like a spiciness on the finish that's maybe coriander, clovey, maybe even like a white pepper that has that kind of like little bit of spice on the back of the palate, but it's not that big. There's no banana in here, there's no bubblegum, anything like that. It's just really amplifying the dark fruit and then adding a little bit of like spiciness on top of it. This is fucking, listen, Weyerbacher, I'm so happy you're back in New York State, and more specifically in my area, because I've missed you guys. I hope I get a chance to try. I hope you guys still, I don't even know if you produce Sunday Morning Stout, but I need to revisit that beer at some point. I used to love that beer. But from Merry Monks to the Quad to this, Weyerbacher makes fucking delicious beer. A lot of it Belgian inspired, obviously. But as far as like an American brewery doing Belgian beers, this is probably the best Belgian Imperial, not even Belgian style, a Belgian Imperial Stout I've ever had. How many have I had? I don't know, probably like 8, 10, 12. Hasn't been many, but this is fucking up there. And if you just said this is just an Imperial Stout, it's delicious. Let me take one more sip and I'm gonna lock it on right. This is fucking so good. Wow. So I'd say the two negatives. Number one, I just started. Number one, the body's a bit thin. Number two, I do think I would like a little bit more bitterness or dryness because it is sweet, it's rich, it's decadent. But that might be the allure to this beer is, hey, this is a big, rich, decadent, Belgian-style Imperial Stout. You want to sit by a warm fire in the winter and just kind of enjoy this one. But I think I like a little bit more dryness or bitterness. But the positives are, it's fucking delicious. That's it. That's the positives. So I'm gonna rate this one. Blinkers 88. Let me just say to you, you're right. This is a fucking awesome beer. I think I gave this like a 4, maybe like a 4 out of 5 back when I first had this. It's way better than that. I am dumbfounded how good this fucking beer is. Fuck me. Weyerbacher's tiny. Low 4.75, 4.7. Yeah, no, you heard me right. 4.7. Yeah, no, I said that. Do I need to repeat? 4.7? 4.7 out of 5 for tiny from Weyerbacher. This is a fucking fantastic beer. I'm sure there's a lot of you who disagree and be like, oh, I don't like it because I don't like Belgian beers. That's cool. We all have our different likes and dislikes, and beer is subjective, but if you like Belgian-style Imperial Stouts, the only thing that I could see you not liking about this beer is the fact that it is kind of a bit too sweet or rich and decadent. Maybe the body bothers you, but like I can look past that if the beer just tastes awesome, and this fucking tastes awesome. So 4.7 out of 5. That was tiny from a Weyerbacher. W.E. Weyerbacher. Shout out to Matt over at Massive Beers. It's Weyerbacher, I think. Maybe. Anyway, throw it over here. Price point. I paid $5 for that bottle at Brewed and Bottled in Lewiston, New York. But I do think if you buy like whole 4 packs of this, it's like $16, $18. The fact that Chris was the only guy I saw in the area that got his hands on this. So like, I like supporting local. Chris is a great guy. His shop's fantastic. $5 for that bottle. Like I'd pay upwards of $7, $8. How good this is. So if you're ever in the Buffalo, New York area, more specifically Lewiston, New York, go check out Brewed and Bottled. Chris does a great job and he knows his shit. And he got all the Weyerbacher beers you could get because he likes old school beers. So that's why I didn't pick up the Imperial Pumpkin Ale because I've already reviewed that on the channel. And I didn't pick up their wit beer because I'm an idiot. I just didn't grab it. But I grabbed a bottle of everything else because why not? And we still got the Blithering Idiot to go. So availability, fuck me if I know. Like I said, just started showing back up here in the Western New York area. So yeah, I have no idea what Weyerbacher post like their bankruptcy and like getting bought and all that stuff. Like I have no idea, but kudos to Weyerbacher for, after all they've been through and everything, still pumping out fucking good beer like this. Like if you're in Pennsylvania or you get Weyerbacher, try this one out. Even if you don't like Belgian beers, fucking try this one, please. Just try it out, please. There's another swear. I'm fuck, right? Demonetized this video? Maybe. But anyway, this beer specifically is great. It's a great representation of a Belgian-style Imperial Stout. Not much more to say about it. I still can't believe this is 12%. Like, there's maybe a very slight touch of a warming in my chest now. But outside of that, I have no idea. Outside of me rambling and seeming like I'm hammered, I can't tell. I don't know. 36 IBUs, definitely in that like 30 realm. Because like I said, I like to see this a little bit more bitter, maybe even dry. But I don't know. I'm running out of shit to say. It's probably like a 20-minute review. This beer deserves fucking 30 minutes of praise because I'm kind of dumbfounded how good this is. This is a shelf turd at this point. I'm sure there's a lot of people that just walk by Weyerbacher stuff if you're in the Northeast, maybe Midwest, wherever they get distribution. And like this is a beer, and this is almost 7 months old. Maybe it's almost 7 months old. Maybe that's why the bitterness and the dryness isn't as big as it could be. Maybe a little bit fresher, a little bit more bitterness, but I don't know. Fuck me. I'm going to shut this one down. Let me just say, seek this one out if you've never had it before. Seek this one out if you've had it before and you're like me. You're like, oh, it's pretty good. It's way better than I remember it, but it could just be my stupid palate. It usually is. So if you've had this one before, whether it's recently, in the past, whatever, post comment in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, I'm going to shut this one down. So I'm going to go drink the rest of this probably over the next, half an hour or so and enjoy every sip. So appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Cheers.